It is a silver-coated and crystal-covered town with snow and ice sculptures.
It's a wolf! See the massive scale of these snow sculptures.
Bank of unfrozen river, rime gallery, and the magical ice and snow world.
Ah, let it go, let it go.
Snow soccer, outdoor spring, which is more exciting?
Not bad! Not too bad! Now I don't think I can ever get out.
To get in touch with the real winter in Aershan and encounter its magical frozen state. Aershan, a town of ice and fire, coming soon.
Experience the beauty of China with joy in China. Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Davis, your broadcasting host. In the 4 seasons of Aershan, winter is the longest one. It will start snowing in October and the frost period will not end until May of the next year. This long period can be regarded as the winter. Aershan, which is located at the cross border of China, Mongolia, and Russia, has a winter view that is as glamorous as any other city in northeast China. Are you ready? Let's encounter Frozen in Aershan.
We're here in the beautiful city of Aershan, a small subarctic city tucked in the northeast corner of China, near the Mongolian border. As you can see, this beautiful snow-laden town is very cold. Right now I can barely feel my nose. But even the negative 22 degree Celsius temperature cannot hamper my great spirits here in this city. There's a lot of things going on in this small town. In fact, I hear something right now. Over in the distance, there seems to be some sort of machine making snow. I think we should investigate. Let's find out what it is. So behind us, there appears to be a snowmaker. Why would the snow-filled city of Aershan need any snow?
为了造雪雕之类，用雪的量不太够，所以说造人工造雪。第二呢，还有天然雪，温度稍微高一点，容易化，达不到造雪的效果。
The outside temperature on the day when our crew arrived is negative 25 degrees Celsius. In this kind of weather, making snow is quite an exciting thing to imagine. Along the pipe, we found a frozen water pond.
We found solid ground here in Aershan on this ice-covered lake. Now, at this negative 25 degrees Celsius weather, this lake can easily support our weight with this thick ice over the top. Now, we found this water well that supplies the water for the ice machine we saw earlier, the snow machine. Now, the workers, they place a machine inside the water and it propels it up into the snow machine, making the beautiful powder you saw earlier. Now, this water on top, it freezes over so quickly that they must break it up with a shovel like this. Even on the shovel itself, you can see this ice, very thick, very quickly freezes over on top of it. Now, in the distance, I've also seen some ice blocks. Now, we know about the snow sculptures in Aershan, but maybe these ice blocks are used for sculpting as well. We'll find out more when we get into the town.
The snow machine continually makes cold lake water into fresh ice cream. Looks tasty.
I'm now sitting in a pile of this artificial snow, beautifully packed. It's much tighter than regular snow, it feels like. As you can see, this is a very hard piece right here, but you can easily shape it. It's very pliable, very malleable. So, now I've seen what it looks like, I've felt it, I might as well taste it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Fresh, natural ice cream.
Behind the snow machine is the west ski slope of Aershan. When most regions in China are still waiting for snow, the Chinese national ski team has already started their training here.
We're here at the eastern slopes in Aershan, a much more tourist-friendly slope than the other western reserved one for the national team. Right now they don't have snowboards here, so I'll have to make do with skis, which I am not very familiar with. So you'll get to see the grace and beauty of me falling on my face. But I'm gonna have fun and I'm gonna enjoy this day. Excuse me while I grab a little pole here.
What is the most important thing in skiing? Neither professional equipment nor dexterous skill, but the good quality of snow. And it also has to be thick enough that it won't hurt you if you fall. According to this, Alex was pretty satisfied with the east slope. It's noon now, since a lot of ski lovers go back for lunch, so let's be off. Have fun!
Blue skies and white mountains surround us here at the summit of the Bunny Hill on the eastern slopes in Aershan. Now these eastern slopes overlook the beautiful city, and I'm also overlooking a 200-meter slope down here. Now it's not a very steep incline, but if you lack the skill in skiing like I do, it can be quite a challenge. So if you're excited to see a baby giraffe on skis, let's wait no more. Alex Geis, representing the United States. Gold medal aspirations. Got a little obstacle here. Cakewalk. Woo. Wonderful day on the slopes in Aershan here. It's not Breckenridge or Vale, a little choppier, but you cannot beat the scenery surrounding us. These beautiful white mountains cascading and disappearing into the distance. You can't beat it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go accept the honorary gold medal for skiing on behalf of the United States. I've never been in this much pain, but had so much fun.
Hold on, let's review. What exactly happened to this backup U.S. national ski team player?
I'm okay?
Oh no.
Skiing is no doubt the best way to warm up in this ice and snow town. After leaving the east skiing slope, it only takes 5 minutes to drive the downtown area of Aershan. At the moment, it's hustle and bustle.
Every year around the time of December, the residents of Aershan hold an ice and snow festival. Now at this ice and snow festival, they put on display these intricate and massive ice and snow sculptures. Now many of you watching may have grown up and made little snowmen in your front yard or maybe an igloo, but none of those can compare to the gigantic scale of these ice and snow sculptures. Now these workers, they take tons and tons of snow. They take it in through a dump truck, place it here near all these sculptures, and a bulldozer helps lift the massive amount of snow, place it where they want to start building, and they'll spend thousands of hours making these intricate and huge sculptures. Now, these sculptures can get up to maybe 7 or 8 meters high, so you will not believe the scale of those things until you actually see them. It's an amazing sight to see here in Aershan.
Compared with crystal clear ice sculptures, snow sculptures are a glossy white. Though snow sculptures are a little bit simple, they are more interactive.
Now, as you can see with these snow sculptures, they actually allow you to walk through and touch them. Now, I'm seeing maybe some teeth here. Oh my God, it's a wolf. See the massive scale of these snow sculptures. Now, you would think this snow would be very fragile and could just break off easily if you touch them, but not at all. Very firm snow here. Even with the sun beating down and little children and tourists coming to play on these still stay standing for even months at a time. Very hard-packed snow here.
To celebrate the annual Ice and Snow Festivals, workers not only have to make snow sculptures on the square, but also have to engrave large amounts of ice sculptures by the streets. The big ice blocks we saw on the lake are the materials used in making ice sculptures.
Oh, hello! Oh, these look so good, you just want to taste them. Now, behind me you can see a beautiful Finnish ice sculpture. This one is this rendering of a phoenix, if you can see. Now, look at the wing up here. just the attention to detail is astounding they put into these things. And I must warn you, you should not try to lick these. In this cold weather, I am lucky to have my tongue right now. But these look so good, I just had to have a taste.
Coming next, a rime gallery to watch the ice hanging off trees, an unfrozen river, and ice hanging off people.
We're now here at the highest altitude of the Khingan Mountains outside of Aershan in the Rime Gallery, a beautiful 5-kilometer area filled with forest and these beautiful trees covered in rime. Now this is the highest and also one of the coldest points in Aershan. Right now we're sitting at about negative 31 degrees Celsius, so I have to be very careful when closing my eyes or I feel like my eyelashes will fuse together. But as we stepped out of the van, it was completely worth it. The radiant sun beating down on these glistening trees with the rime tightly hugging them. It's a beautiful sight to see and totally worth the horrible temperature right now.
Rime, or as it's more commonly known as ice hanging off trees, was formed when the water droplets froze in oversaturated fog. It's not ice or snow. A very interesting and rare phenomenon to see. The formation of rime requires low temperatures and moisture. However, these two important but contradictory natural conditions are very rarely seen together. Surrounded by the silvery ice and snow, it feels like as if we have come to a magical frozen world. However, admiring such a beautiful scenery does come at a price. In the morning, wandering in the negative 30 degrees Celsius Rime Gallery and experiencing excruciating cold and frozen. How cold it would be? Only those who experienced can answer that.
Now, I've been told there's a few bears in this area, so to stay safe from those godless killing machines, I'm gonna make sure and keep my smell factor low. So, though the urge to take my clothes off is much lower than it normally is, I'm going to take a quick shower for the safety of my crew. Perfect, yeah?
Though careless, Alex, who's eager to play, won't give up.
Let it go, let it go. The rime never bothered me anyway.
Let it go, let it go. Turn my back on the door, and here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let it go, let it go. The cold never bothered me anyway. Let it go.
Having been frozen all morning, we decided to go to a place not very cold. Of course, it's the name that seemed warmer.
After a couple-hour bus ride outside the city of Aershan, we've now stepped out of our warm van and been thrust back into the subarctic climate. It's about negative 25 degrees here on this morning, but we see this beautiful rushing river in front of us, not frozen at all. So this is astounding due to the cold, cold weather we're experiencing right now. I can barely feel my nose, but this river is still flowing. Now, we see groups of bovines right now bathing and eating in the water, which is astounding due to the probable cold weather of this. This river is part of the Halaha River, which is on the border between Mongolia and China. So, why is this river not frozen over? Why is it still flowing? We'll find out in a second, and I will also see just how cold this water is.
The Halaha River flowing through here is known as the Unfrozen River. It's unfrozen and filled with mist, which made it look like a hot spring. However, Alex will have to pay for his illusion soon.
I'm now here at the edge of the Halaha River, and it's a little deceiving because there's steam rising off of the river, but it's so cold outside that I have no idea what the actual temperature of the water is. So I'm thinking it may be a little hotter than I would imagine. So I'm gonna try it. Ooh. Oh, it feels like nothing at first, and then the cold just hits you out of nowhere. Oh, good night, that is cold. Well, these animals are tough, just casually bathing in this cold, cold water. I can't believe that. Oh, God. Whew.
After Alex was cheated, he finally asked the question which everyone wants to know.
为什么河不动？
这条河和阿尔山温泉群一样，都地处在火山活动带上。因为火山的活动，形成了阿尔山地区众多的温泉。同样，在这条河的河床底下，也蕴含了很多的温泉。因为温泉的存在，才形成了这里不动河的景观。这里的河水至今仍然能保持在0度以上。
Though there are lots of hot springs under the riverbed, it doesn't mean that the unfrozen river itself is a giant hot spring. Thus, although it looks warm, unfrozen and full of water weeds, maybe only these fat bovines can enjoy themselves.
These bovines are very common to the Inner Mongolian area. Very heavy fur, making sure they stay warm, but they can act so casual in these very freezing waters. It's amazing to see. Very peaceful animals. 你们好. Hello? 你冷不冷? Are you cold? No? They don't like me.
Coming next, what is the craziest thing you would imagine in the winter of Aershan?
We're here at the Aershan #1 Middle School, right outside the Aershan city limits, and it's a beautiful school, massive in scale for a middle school. Now, they tell me this is a Russian-style school, but it looks almost like an American university to me. It has a red brick structure and all this white outlining the windows, but it's huge considering it's a middle school. Now, I hear today the students just got done with an exam, and they're going to have some sort of competition, but I don't know what. So let's go find out. We've got an exciting match between the Reds and Greens here today. A lot of athletic talent, a lot of tenacity. It's really hard in the snow to even play, running around, the ball flopping around everywhere. One of the goalies doesn't even have gloves. So you know these are tough players in a competitive game. And you can just smell the electricity of just athletic competition here. It's intoxicating. It's like the Olympic Games, but a little colder. I really want to get in the action now. Put me in, coach. No? All right, next time. Another athletic disappointment in my life.
Although the skill of Chinese soccer always makes fans want to cry, but soccer still is a big market among the people. Though it is frozen, boys can still play joyfully and can also attract lots of fans to watch. Finally, with many anticipations, wild card player Alex is going to the match on behalf
Looks like the
of
team
the
decided
red
they wanted to
team.
win today. This is it. It's a Rubik's Cube. Good. All right, game time. It's hard to run in this biting cold weather. It's freezing my face off. Not as young as I once was.
Do you want to know how it feels that playing soccer in the playground while it's negative 20 degrees Celsius? Alex said it was just like putting a hot red iron into your lungs. running violently forced you to breathe fiercely. And every time you breathe, the iron in your lungs seemed to come out of white hot smoke aroused by cold air. Oh, exciting.
Oh, it's been a tough day here on the icy field. The inside of my lungs feel like they're covered in ice right now. Whew, I'm out of shape.
Though there is no goal for Alex, but the professional performance won applause of both team players. But he is freezing right now and needs to warm up a little bit. In winter, what is the most comfortable way to get warm? Alex thought it would be hopping into a hot spring. Well then, let's get it done.
Our van has taken us through the wilderness, up the mountain, and now we have come out to find a swimming pool. How amazing is that? Well, this hot spring, you can see steam rising off the top, but I have no idea how cold or hot it actually is. But being the daring traveler I am, I'm going to strip down and get in this pool here. So, without further ado, I've now changed clothing. I'm ready to take a nice swim in this natural hot spring. And I'm also starting to regret every decision I've ever made in my life. It is cold out here. I cannot feel my legs right now or my face. So I think it's the perfect occasion to get semi-naked on camera. So first I want to see what this pool really feels like. So let me take off one of my shoes and see what this is like. Okay, maybe not too bad. Maybe not too bad. I'll just keep telling myself that. All right, now in my ongoing mission to make my parents proud, I will strip down on TV and I'll see just what this hot spring is like. So, there's only one appropriate way to do this, and that's to jump. Woo! Not bad! Not too bad! Oh, my head is freezing, but my body feels nice and warm. Oh man, now I don't want to leave.
What is more comfortable than take a warm bath after a fierce soccer match? What is crazier than jumping into a wild warm spring at negative 20 degrees Celsius? We need to explain a little bit that it, though looks warm, the water temperature is just about 20 degrees Celsius. If you are not strong enough, it's hard to be as relaxing as Alex.
Oh, right here it's nice. Right near this wall. Oh, this is nice and warm here. It's amazing to find something like this out in this Arctic climate. Just a beautiful swimming pool you can actually jump in. Oh man, this is amazing. God, this water temperature is actually much warmer than I thought it would be. I'm actually comfortable in here. I could hang out here for a while. Actually, now I never want to get out of this pool because I know what's waiting for me. Negative 20 degree windy weather. But it's a great experience. Oh, time to get out. Woo! Oh God. Oh man. Oh, I'm the coldest I've ever been in my life. Oh, my hair is frozen. Oh God. Whew. I do not recommend this to anybody. Not my worst enemy. Come here. Come here, baby. Oh yeah. Enough of that for today. I can barely speak. I am so cold. Oh man, my hair is completely frozen. Back to sanctuary.
Coming next, Aershan Lake. Fish groups are waiting for us.
We're here standing on a frozen lake right now, Aershan Lake. Now, during the end of the year, we get about a half meter of ice on top of this lake, so it's safe to stand on right now. But it's kind of terrifying because we drove a car out here. So now that I see all these cracks in the ice, it is really frightening that we even tried that. So, why are we risking our lives on this frozen lake? To commemorate the beginning of the winter fishing season.
In Aershan, annually winter fishing is as lively as festivals. Even the local residents will come and watch winter fishing and purchase freshly caught fish. Usually, the winter fishing will last for 2 months, and this year they will use a gigantic net of 2,400 meters to catch fish, which will shorten winter fishing period. It is said that one net could catch over 5,000 kilograms fish.
Well, now the masses have gathered for the main event, and that's the actual winter fishing. Now, as you can see behind me, they're reeling in this massive net that they stuck in this tiny hole. So now you can see all the fish are coming out. They're enjoying the fruit of their labor, reaping what they sow. It's amazing to see. Now, there are hundreds of fish already littering the ground, and these men are working hard to try and get all of them out of the water. It's a little difficult because it's so crowded here that they have to do all this work with everyone watching. As you can see, I'm also in the way as well.
The drawing of the net was the most expected moment, but the result was probably not the best. When the last few meters of the net were dragged onto the ice, we didn't see the crowds of fish bumping up and down as we had hoped, which made the head fisherman a little bit down.
今天太特殊了，不正常。为什么呢？今天来到嘛艺术节嘛，今天来到车又多，人又多，所以说这种轰动力过大以后啊，对这个东捕很不利。在我的想象中，根本就是好像开了一个玩笑，鱼在跟我们捉迷藏也可能。
但是您对今年的这个计划应该还是有信心的。
有，绝对有，30-40万斤鱼是在我的10网之内必须的。
Though it's not a big catch, it doesn't mean that the winter fishing is failed. On the giant Aershan Lake, there are hundreds of ice holes on it, which fishermen work on. One by one, small nets are bringing fresh fish out of the lake.
Here we've got a live one, still breathing a little bit, but you can see the size of this thing. So this is a nice healthy fish, gonna make for great on the market. Look at him. Kind of feel sorry, but I know he's gonna be a delicious meal. Wow, beautiful to see this thing in person. Oh man, a little heavier than you might think. Still a little bloody. The net tends to drag on them pretty harshly, so you'll see there's blood spots on these, even a little bit on my glove here. But this is a nice big carp here.
Though it is small net, it's still about 100 to 200 meters long, and the space of nets is about dozens of inches. Thus, smaller fish won't be trapped, and make sure every fish they catch is about 6 pounds.
Oh, look at the size of this one. Wow, look at that. Amazing, that's exactly what they want. I'm gonna help a little bit here. Oh, here we go. If you can see with this fish, the wire does not have to completely strangle them. If it can just clip maybe a little part of a fin, these fish are toast. Well, we've had a wonderful time here today on the Aershan Lake. It was amazing to see how they actually catch fish in these frozen waters. And we had so much fun with all the other activities here. And we've had a wonderful time in Northeast China in general. Inner Mongolia may be extremely cold, but it has warm-hearted people and many fun things and attractions to do here. But for now, we must follow our nomadic spirit and head off to somewhere new, where new adventures await us. Bye for now.
Thank you for joining us on Joy in China. I hope to see you next week and every week as we experience the beauty of China with Joy in China. Bye-bye.